Well, there's certainly a lot on the line in this clash. This is the quarterfinal with the winner taking on the United States in the semi later on this afternoon. And my name is Brian Kelly, happy to be bringing you play-by-play coverage. Look at the excitement of these teams as they get on the pitch here. Jamaica on the right and Bermuda on the left. Joining me on the broadcast is Gavin McLeavy. Gavin, you've worked every one of these tournaments in the last few years. Pretty exciting for these two teams and certainly lots at stake.
Absolutely, yeah. This Jamaica team looks strong, even though they've got a few players missing that we're used to seeing out there. But it's great to see some fresh blood out there and changing things up a little bit. Bermuda struggled a little bit yesterday, and I think they even got a couple of injuries in the warm-ups the night before on the Friday night. One of their players hurt himself, so they had to pull in that 13th man pretty early. Be an interesting one. Great to see both of these Caribbean teams out here in Canada. A little bit fresh for them, I'm sure, some of them.
Absolutely. We've got a big game coming up here right now. Bermuda looking for their first win of the tournament, 35-7 loss to Mexico and 62-0 against USA yesterday. While Jamaica, on the other hand, blanked Barbados 29-0 and pushed Canada right to the edge, 21-12 loss to the hosts. As we get set for kickoff here, thank you for tuning in from far and wide. This is match 2 of the second day of the Rugby America's North Sevens qualification tournament for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. And we are underway. High hanging kick taken perfectly there by Jack Rampton on that far side. And he is off. I don't believe it. That's a dream start for the Jamaicans. Unbelievable. Let's get the highlight reel going on that one.
Yeah, Jack Rampton was kept busy yesterday, and he's come out of, definitely had his caffeine this morning. Scooped it up somehow. Got that ball under his arm and off to the races. Nobody was catching him. The Bermuda team standing around looking shell-shocked right now. There's his captain, Conan Osborne, congratulating him and taking the ball for the kick.
This Jamaican side in recent years have competed on the formerly known as HSBC World Rugby 7 Series, now rebranded as HSBC Sevens. They've had experience in 2 tournaments in Canada, 2 tournaments in Spain, and there's been some change in the roster over the years, but plenty of familiar faces: Conan Osborne, Mikel Facey, and Jack Rampton. Some of the leaders on this squad that, they came here to qualify for the Olympics. They're not just here to compete, and, they're off to a fantastic start here in this opening contest. Bermuda already having to make some changes as Janico Francis stepping on the field for an injured player. That's Antonio Parenchief Leader stepping off the pitch with an injury. Head coach Jamie Barnwell having a quick chat with his player on the sideline. Getting us back underway is Nicholas Franklin.
Not going to be happy with that kick though, but this Jamaica team yesterday really, gave a bit of a panic to the Canadian team, and Canada managed to round it out, but got a little nervous for a while there.
Just over the halfway line, taking that into touch is Aiden Kendall. Jamaica trying to poach the ball, but it's at the back of the breakdown here for Bermuda. Attacking the blind side. That looked high. Yes, it is. So immediate penalty called by the referee. Quick tap taken. That one not going to hands there. That's Jakey Simmons. He's wrapped up with a big tackle. Numbers on that far side. That looks a smidge forward, but referee says play on. The AR was right there, and the flag is up. So this Jamaican defense stepping up quickly and electing to go quickly here, not wanting to go for a line out. Good break in the midfield. Got a man out on the outside, and just can't get a handle on it. That one is spilled forward by Nathan Anarchy. Well, he had daylight in front of him, Gavin, but just couldn't hold on to the biscuit.
Yeah, Fraser was the one that unlocked the door, but couldn't hang on to it. Fraser's really lively. He's a diminutive figure. He's a really small guy, but he is quick. His change of direction is phenomenal, and he'll turn someone around pretty quickly.
Scored an unbelievable chip try yesterday against Canada that left a few of the Canadian fans going, all right, yep, that's nice. I'll cheer for the other team a little bit. That was impressive. Here's an opportunity now for Bermuda. Ball in the hands. Francis at the back. Finds on this near side, Faison Augustus. He's got plenty of speed. We saw him at the under-19 tournament in Jamaica. But the ball has been won by Jamaica. Not releasing is the call. Osborne just takes this quickly on this near side. Slow through the hands, plenty of numbers down this near line. Good tackle there by Captain De Silva. Back inside brilliantly there. Here's Rampton. He will not be caught. Second try of the match here for Rampton. Just doing a little bit of cheekiness before touching that ball down. And this Jamaican side getting it done, offense and defense, Gavin.
Yeah, he looks really comfortable going down this wing, didn't he? Nicely taken from the offload, but didn't have any support with him. Wanted to share the wealth a little bit, but nobody else was interested. He'll dot him down himself. Yeah, this Jamaica team looking really in control, looking really comfortable. They haven't changed out of second gear yet. Kick's not good though.
Just missing inside this near upright. It's Nicholas Franklin. Fantastic crowd here at Starlight Stadium. If you're in the area, come on. There's still a few tickets available if you'd like to come and check out this world-class rugby happening here on Vancouver Island. And don't forget, 2 teams, 1 men's and 1 women's, will be officially qualifying for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games next July. And pretty exciting stuff here at the home of Canadian rugby.
I think a lot of those seats will be filled up this afternoon when Canada come out though.
Absolutely. Tons of home support here on the island. This team trains here, lives here all year round, preparing to play in major events on the HSBC 7 series. A little pick and go here, taken up into contact by Augustus, but it's lost. High looping ball over the top, not finding the mark. Into contact now. St. Clair, he steps past one, gets past another, looking for an offload. He's held on by his bootstraps. He finds Franklin. Little interesting option there, taken perfectly by Conan Osborne. Well, that's just sensational stuff from the Jamaicans. And digging into the bag of skills, and that's just sensational, Gavin.
Yeah, that one's on the highlight reel for sure. Not even just the cross kick, but the sidestepping down this near side. Prior to that, great stuff, and sort of telepathic almost between the two of them, and Osborne plucking it out of the sky like it was supposed to be right in the bread basket. Nice stuff from Jamaica.
That conversion sails through the upright, so a comfortable lead here for the Jamaicans. And you see Conan Osborne just taking a second, looks to have a bit of an injury.
I think he was going to do that kick and something popped on the the groin area.
That would be a big loss for this Jamaican team, as if they win this game, they're taking on the Americans this afternoon, and you can see he's saying timeout. He wants to step off the field. Hopefully that man, the leader of this team, the captain, you know, the talisman who's been a part of this team for so long, hopefully he is okay and rests up fine for that game against the U.S. if they win this one against Bermuda, because they need him against Mike Friday and those Americans who were so strong yesterday.
100%. Massive experience. It's like he's been around forever, but he still looks about 24 years old.
Aging very well. Another opportunity for Rampton. Can't quite swat that one back. Opportunity now here for Bermuda. Thinking about going quickly, but not on the mark. You have to go back from behind where the referee sets the mark on the AR on the far side.
Yeah, De Silva's a little quiet, the number 2 for Bermuda. He was very active yesterday, but coming out a little bit slow. Once he starts getting ball under his arm and going forward, Bermuda are a different team. He hasn't had much time on the ball so far, and again, Jamaica come away with that one.
Stolen perfectly at the top of the line out now. Here's Franklin. Oh, look at the speed on this near side. That's got to be Mikel Facey. Yes, it is. You can just tell right away. He's so fast. Good step there from McNally Drew. Over the 40-meter line, here's Facey. Played at the Rugby World Cup Sevens in San Francisco back in 2018. Scored one of the highlight reel tries you see on World Rugby's Instagram all the time. Look at the pace on the far side. Ronaldini Fraser, take a bow. just turning on a dime and just putting the afterburners on. That is hard to stop, Gavin.
Yeah, he's been great, hasn't he? Between Facey and Fraser, they've got power and pace all over the place, and it's great to see the both of them connecting. Fraser, Mr. Enthusiasm. There's the little...
That's unbelievable right there. Just complete stepping, just so fast. That's hard to stop.
Doesn't even look like he's breaking a sweat yet.
Yeah.
Happiest guy on the tour for sure. Always got a smile on his face.
Well, got to tip your cap to Rampton for Jamaica. 2 tries, 4 tackles, and 2 takes right off the kickoff. And just ensuing possession here for this Jamaican side. 26-0, they lead Bermuda, and it's been one-way traffic, Gavin.
It really is, yeah. Bermuda haven't really got out the gate yet so far. They were solid yesterday, but like I said, the Silver's been kind of mute. Once he's got ball in hand, he makes a couple of tackles and he'll get those turnovers, and once you've got the ball under his arm, he can go forward and cause some damage. He just draws in so many defenders, and they really haven't given him the opportunity yet. Jamaica have had all of the ball, all of the possession.
So after this game, we've got a 30-minute break. Then it'll be the semifinals of the women's competition, Jamaica against Mexico, and then Canada against St. Lucia. So lots of excitement, followed by the semifinals of the men, Canada against Mexico, and then USA against the winner of this one, which looks to be Jamaica, unless there's an incredible turnaround from this Bermuda side.
Yeah, if you're in the neighborhood, come down. There's a few seats left. You can get yourself in here. They've got a band over there in the family zone. Plenty of vendors. It's a good day out. Weather's lovely. And me and Brian are here, so why wouldn't you come?
What else do you need?
Right.
There's a good shot of Mikel Facey, just so much pace.
He has stepped away from Jamaica Rugby Union for a short while. Went and played Rugby League there. I think he enjoyed it, but he kind of missed the bigger stage of Rugby Union.
And plenty of opportunity to qualify for the Olympics or for World Rugby Sevens Challenger Series or the final Olympic qualification tournament. 2024 is a busy year in the world of sevens, all building up to the Paris Olympics in July. That'll be held at the Stade de France. It's also hosting the Rugby World Cup, kicking off in just a few days now, 2 weeks from now. France against New Zealand. That's going to be a mouth-watering clash to kick off what's surely going to be an unbelievable Rugby World Cup. Here's Facey on that far side. Will they be able to stop him? He cuts back inside. He's got support. An unbelievable play there from Jamaica. There's Fraser. He's got one man still to beat, and he's just toying with them, stepping and dotting that ball down. And Gavin, that's just magic there from Mikel Facey and Ronaldini Fraser.
We just mentioned him a few minutes ago, didn't we? That connection, that link up, they've known each other for a while. They complement each other in so many ways, and just such an easy little offload.
There's a common saying in Rugby Sevens that there's no substitute for speed. Well, I completely agree with that. What about stepping? Stepping is an unbelievable skill that if you have it, it's really hard to stop. The likes of, Fraser, who just is so impossible to stop because you can't catch him.
Yeah, it's a change of direction, but for me it's the acceleration after. It's great you can step out, and I come across this in the US a lot with the American football guys that convert over. It's a lot of sidestep, but at some point you've got to go forward, and I think that's where really the damage comes in. You can make that step, it unlocks the door, and then you've got to go.
Absolutely.
And that's where the pace kicks in. It's beautiful to see.
And of course we are playing on a turf, not grass field here, so it's completely controlled. There's no damages or anything like that, so it's a perfect pitch for steppers. And there you go, Jamaica once again finding Rampton, he's been instrumental in this team. Good hand fend there from Luke McNally-Drew. Back up near the 22 are the Jamaicans. Here's Facey going for a little stab ahead, and then races on, getting to it there, diving on that ball. Alex Brown.
Quite a well-weighted little kick, that. It's always the danger that you'll kick it too hard there, but he weighted it right. He just got blocked off a little bit, couldn't make through the traffic.
Oscar Clayton and Karan Montague stepping on the field here for Jamaica, bringing on the reserves here, of course. Could have 2 more matches today if you keep winning, so you have to reserve the energy and make sure the game time is spread out amongst the roster. As we all know, in sevens, up to 6 matches in 2 days, and you know it's warm here today. It's not scorching hot, but it is hot, and that turf can get pretty hot too. So you have to manage your players. 22-meter dropout here. This one will get right into the hands there of McNally Drew. Where's he going to go with it? Steps once, steps twice, finds a man on his inside. That's Nathan Aniki. He's tackled. Oscar Clayton, ball on the outside. He finds Facey. The race is on. Getting back there is Tashawn Silva, the captain. He wraps up Facey. He's a big unit, that Silva. We've seen him on the Rugby Americas North events over the last few years. Look at the stepping there. Unbelievable. Whoop once, whoop twice. And in at the corner. That's try time for Michael St. Clair. And we keep saying his name, Ronaldini Fraser. Just unbelievable.
Yeah, we've got to see that. It's the stepping. It was all Fraser there that created that opening. Love to see the replay. Here it comes. Just casual. That's disgusting. Excellent work. And even timed the pass perfectly. Thanks, buddy.
five defenders beaten this half, and we still have a few minutes left. So sensational stuff there from the electric player from Jamaica. Kick is up, and so are the flags. That is an incredible kick on the far side.
St. Clair, the try scorer. Number 9, something's getting taken off now. I don't think he wants to go, though. He's kind of enjoying scoring tries.
Number 9.
Yeah, he's got to go. I think he was doubting if it was him coming off or not, but he's running off to the sideline. They'll save him for later. Massively impressed with the setup here in Canada. It's my first time up here. I'm disappointed you didn't invite me sooner. It really is nice, though. Great stadium. We've got all the facilities back there for the players and everything, training throughout the year.
Yeah, the city of Langford has supported Canadian rugby with helping build this facility, and we hosted the HSBC World 7 series for the women here for 8 or 9 years, and lots of test matches and events, and got the Al Sharon Rugby Canada National Training Centre just behind the stadium, and it really has been a game changer for Canadian rugby in recent years, and it's been able to host fantastic events like this, and now we've added another one to the list. I worked at this facility for 8 years before working for Rugby Americas North, and now with World Rugby, and yeah, it's fantastic to have this event here. I've really enjoyed my 3.5 years working for Rugby Americas North as the communications and marketing and media manager. With rugby is alive and well and growing hugely throughout the Caribbean. There are obviously some logistical challenges with throwing these tournaments, including flights and hotels and just how big our region is and getting teams all around. But when we can bring everyone together, it's fantastic, and it's so great for the sport. It's so great for these teams to be able to come together and face off against one another. And obviously Canada and USA have some more experience and more resources and a bigger pool to play with. But your likes of I lived down in the Caribbean for 5 months last year and loved every minute of it, and loved all the rugby down there, and loved the people and the culture of rugby, and both from a high performance perspective and from a just a culture, so to speak. And they're great people, and it's great to have these competitions here. So we're still lots of rugby left to play here as that ball is won there by Jamaica. Here's Facey calling for Fraser to go around that far side, trying to get the hero offload as that one is spilled down. Playing it off their feet is the call against Jamaica. So Facey having a bit of fun, and that one not quite going to hands, as we have 2 and change left on the clock here. One last opportunity here for Bermuda. Would love to see if they can get something going here. Get the ball in the hands of one of their speedsters, perhaps Faison Augustus. We saw him scoring plenty of tries at the Under-19 Rugby Americas North Tournament in Jamaica. Not this year, but 2022. It's nice to see him making the jump up to this national team.
Yeah, no, he's been phenomenal. He really did make an impression, didn't he? That competition a little while ago. Aged out for this year, but that Bermuda team in the under-19s this year was also very good, very competitive.
Crouch.
Doing well to develop.
Bind.
3 consecutive
6.
penalties against Jamaica. Here's an opportunity now for Bermuda. Referee could potentially go into the pocket if another one comes. Here's, whoa, beautiful catch there. Oh, and it's unfortunately spilled forward, but I'd love to get a catch of the replay on that one. I was just mentioning him, Augustus, catching that ball behind his back, gripping it with one hand and just bringing it right back around.
Some Spider-Man skills there. That was like sticky hands or something. How he pulled that back around the front, I have no idea.
That's Globetrotter stuff right there.
Seriously.
Crouch.
Now, Jamaica.
Bind.
Just over the 40-meter
6.
line. Jamaica with a player in the sin bin right now, so they're playing with just 6. On that far side there is Fabian Turner. Oh, he just tippy-toes down that far sideline, but the flag goes up. That would have been try time for sure, but can't beat that 8th defender.
Yeah, that line just moved itself inside a little bit, I think.
We'll see if we can get a replay on that far sideline, just see how close this ball was. He hand fenced brilliantly, and you can just see there. Great work there from the AR, just keeping an eye on it, and just stepping on the white line.
Not enough grip on those tires around the corner.
Ball is stolen there by Jamaica. Hot stepping is Oscar Clayton. Not rolling away. Penalty against Bermuda. This is a big opportunity for a 6-player Jamaican team to score one more time. Up into contact there, Christopher McIntosh.
Number 8. We're not 10.
Stepping back on the field there is Karan Montague, player that was in the sin bin. Now we'll have one of the Bermuda players stepping off in the bin. So now it's 7-on-6 in favor of Jamaica. So how this swings. Fraser finds Clayton. Fraser wrapped up in contact. They've got a 3-on-1 on that far side. Surely this will be try time. Down the far side. Can he get it down? Oh, I'm not sure if he did or not. Well, we're going to see what happens here. I think he lost it.
I don't know. It bounced out of his hand after, for sure. Did it drop prior to the dot down? Is the question.
That was Christopher McIntosh. Referee having a word.
He jumped up really confident, so that's always a good sign that he felt like it was good. Yeah. Yeah.
So as you can see here, they're going to have a quick discussion with the television match official. That is a try. I stand corrected. That ball was lost after it was grounded. That looks to be a good try to me, Gavin.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had TMO this weekend, and it's actually served its purpose really well and clarified a few things for referees.
Ooh.
Brad, I have a decision for you.
Yes.
You may award the try.
There you go. Don't know if you can hear that at home, but yes, awarded the try. They are good to go.
So that's international referee Julianne Zussman, former Canadian international, saying you may award the try. That's a pretty clear decision there from the TMO. Well, it doesn't change the outcome of this match. Beautiful kick to just put the icing on the cake here. And that is a comprehensive victory there for Jamaica as they officially book their spot into the semifinals here later on this afternoon at 2:29 p.m. local time against the United States. All eyes on that final match, 5:28 p.m. Who will book their spot for Paris 2024? My name is Brian Kelly alongside Gavin McLeavy. Thanking you for tuning in. Stay tuned. We've got plenty of exciting rugby here at Starlight Stadium. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back shortly with the women's semifinals, Jamaica against Mexico at 1.